So I've signed in now. So I guess this is the first time I've done it. So this is the Get Start guide. So getting started. So I click that one button. That's all there was. Introducing Prime Reading. Read as much as you want from over 1,000 books, magazines and more, all included with your Prime membership. Just look for the Prime logo on the eligible titles. Okay. So generally, just from looking at this, I've seen that compared to the Apple one, the books here are a little bit smaller. I'm sure I'll put some pictures in the report to show that. So I guess we've got a search engine across the top, so it's gone straight into Discover now. So this is, I scroll through, I've got editor's pick, all these options here, different categories, what's trending, popular books. But there's also across here, so I think this is just an initial starting page. I'll cross this down. Okay, so the initial bit here is the library, so everything that I've got. So I've obviously got no books downloaded, because I've never used it before. This is where I would search for all my books. I could organise them by grid or collection or list or anything like that. I could sort them by author and publication, things here. I'm not sure what this button is up here. So notifications, you don't have any check back right or soon. Don't know what that is, don't know when I would get a notification. So we'll go into this down here again, a bit different to Apple. But we've got library, community, discover and more. So we'll go on community. Welcome to Goodreads community. Discover new books based on reviews and ratings from Goodreads, the world's largest community of readers. Okay. So see what your friends are reading and discover new books and the world's largest community of readers. Are you Goodreads member? Not now, so I'm not at the moment. I'm not sure what that feature would enable me, but do that in another video. So I suppose this seems like people and the books that they've recommended. So obviously there's a community of people that are recommending certain books to read, which is quite interesting. Right, and they're giving a review. It's got comments and likes. So this Ron Charles. Doesn't let me get into it that way. Oh, there we go. Bit of a description. Want to read. Currently reading, read. Okay, so this seems more of like a book club almost, where everyone can talk about the books they like. Discover, I guess, is where I'm going to search for books. So again, like I said in the last video, or the last clip, these are smaller, definitely, initially looking at. But you can clearly still see the title, and I imagine you can get more in here, and you can scroll through it like this. So this is inspired by my Amazon shopping. There's also like a newsreel here, I guess showing new things. Again, search, so we'll try and do the same thing we did last time. So where the wild things are. So I would search that, and taking me through here. That apparently they don't have that book, which whatever. You can look at it this way, you can look at it this way, you can filter out popularity, Kindle content, or reviews, or ratings. Okay, let's get rid of the search then. We'll go back to the original Discover. So, trending books, different categories here. So maybe if we went on crime, thriller, and mystery, all the bestsellers, more categories, so it's just all subcategorized up. So mystery, within mystery there's even more categories, and then there's the books that you would read through. Again, you can choose to view it in a different way if you wanted to, but pretty straightforward. Can't think it wasn't too much more difficult to understand than Amazon. But yeah, and I guess So say if I don't actually have a book, maybe in another video I'll download a free book. More, what's in more then? So something to do with my community, some settings, which Apple didn't have. So an email address I've got, a link to go to that, colour scheme, white, light or dark, depending on which one you want. I guess dark changes it more. This kind of setup, so just dark. I guess that's completely your own preference. Change that back. Page turn animation. I guess we'll try that when we read the books. Show clock while reading. So turn this option on to display the current time on the page you're currently reading. The clock will not be displayed in some books, including magazines, print. Okay, so that might be an interesting feature. Push notifications. I guess just allow. Maybe that's what the notifications was at the very beginning, and a few other explanations. Bit more complicated all this bit than original, like the Apple one, but I guess it's fine. Help and feedback. Help and feedback. If you had any issues, I guess, do it there. But not too complicated again, especially when selecting books. I suppose the only difference with Amazon here is you've got a community where you can talk about or see certain people and what they're reading and reviews. It's quite interesting. The first one was Bill Gates, so people might choose to read a book because Bill Gates has read a book, or because he's quite an intelligent man and all this kind of stuff. It's a feature that maybe I'll look into in a further video. But yeah, that was the end of the test for Amazon Kindle.